Alright, so I'm gonna round out my review-a-thon with Impact, and oh boy, what a fucking bad show. It wasn't just bad, it was fucking horrible! A disaster of a fucking show. You know, it's so sadistic what TNA does. They make you think that they're good. They give you some good shit. They'll give you like an amazing ladder match with Jeff Hardy one week with amazing stunts and violence, and then a couple of weeks later you get dumbass shit like this. They start off with Sting. It always starts off with Sting. You know, this is the funny thing. TNA is getting these record low ratings and shit. And, you know, and Spike TV insists it's Spike TV's fault that we get Hogan and Sting every show for 20 minutes. They want these old motherfuckers, even though that they're losing ratings, and I would tell TNA to go find another TV station. But the thing is, it's like, this is probably the best they're going to do because they ain't that big of a company. So AJ Styles is going to be their partner tonight for a 6-man tag against Aces and Eights. The guy doesn't say anything. He just fights with Angle. I'm bored already. Seriously, who gives a shit about this? This has got to be the least intriguing storyline. Probably even less interesting than what's going on in WWE with Cena and Ryback. Could care fucking less about this boring storyline. Everything with Sting, it's boring. And AJ, he's a good wrestler, but he's boring. He's a boring character. If he's not in the ring, I have no interest in this motherfucker. Then we get our first match. It's Velvet Sky and Mickie James defeating Tara and Kill and Gail Kim. And Velvet Sky, hot as always, you know. Not a very good match at all. Just a short throwaway match that really wasn't worth a damn. After the match, Gail Kim attacks Tara. She does the figure four around the ring post, Bret Hart style. I guess that was it. It was okay. It was, you know, I don't know what's going on here. Is Tara gonna turn face now? Gail Kim is now, you know, being more aggressive. Yeah, it's you know, better, more aggressive than what's going on with the Divas. So it's not bad, but you know, the match could have been better. You know, you got some talented ladies in there. You know, it should have been better. Instead, it kind of sucked. If it wasn't for Velvet's ass, this wouldn't be of any interest to me. You got D'Lo Brown. They call out D'Lo Brown Aces and Eights for another 20 minutes. You know, talking to him. You know, you shouldn't have quit and shit like this. Just boring. Boring fucking promos. Bully Ray just blathering on and on about fucking nonsense about D'Lo Brown. Who the fuck gives a shit? Decent match with D'Lo Brown last week, but the guy's fat. Fucking fat. He's a fucking fat ass. Fucking out of shape. So it really doesn't matter. Good, he's at Ace and Eight's good so long. Don't let the fucking door hit you on the ass on the way out, motherfucker. Just like, not important at all. And we're supposed to care. You can't care about something that's this meaningless and taking that much time. They make him hand over the vest, and they're making a whole big deal about it. And you know, if we're making a whole big deal about it, we should probably care, but I don't. Then it's Magnus defeating Doc in a really boring match with some half-witted interference on D'Lo Brown. D'Lo Brown screwed up. Oh, he can't do anything right. They're just making him look like a jackass. It's bad enough he's fat, but they gotta make him into a fat jackass to boot. You know, very boring match. Magnus is, you know, this is a guy that no one cares about. Doesn't get a pop. Doesn't, you know, get heat. Can't draw anything. Can't draw a reaction from anyone. Not even a fucking animal. Not even a dog would bark at him. Fucking just a waste of money. A waste of oxygen. Then they're all upset with him backstage. They threaten to hit him with a hammer. They are all upset with D'Lo Brown. Just, it's not enough that it's in the ring, but backstage it's like, go away already. Stop. Then you got Kaz and Daniels versus Bobby Roode and Austin Aries. An okay match. Some okay wrestling in there. It was just getting good. Then Storm super kicks both of them and just fucking walks out. Just walks out. No finish, no nothing. The very WWE style. As I said, TNA has got every opportunity in the world. Even if they gotta show Hogan and Sting, I don't think Spike TV's telling them to make James Storm walk out. So I'm making excuses for them. But at the same time, those are valid excuses. But this is unacceptable. This is TNA this time. This ain't the fucking network. This is TNA. Storm to walk out with no finish. What the fuck was the point of having a number one contenders match with no fucking number one contender? What is this? This is like having a Hell in a Cell match without a cell, or a cage match without a cage, or a brain match without a fucking brain. There's no brains here. There's no minds at work. It's just fucking retardation the whole way through tonight. Nothing's making sense. It's all just bad matches, bad promos, bad fucking characters. Here you got good wrestlers, but used in a shitty way. See, that's the thing. They got good wrestlers, but they have no fucking idea how to use them. They know how to do it sometimes. They know, but sometimes they don't feel like doing it. It's like, I don't know. Sometimes they go on a crack binge and then they go cold turkey and then they're okay. They start booking okay, but then they go right back on the crack and they start booking like a fucking crack whore would, basically. Then it's Kenny King and Chris Sabin, and I won't knock this too much. It wasn't exciting, but a decent promo with King making fun of Sabin a little bit. Not horrendous, not good, just okay. It's probably the best thing on the show. Then you got this announcement. It's Gut Check. They're bringing back losers like Alex Silva, who, I've talked about him in the past in the indies. He's nothing but a Randy Orton ripoff. He does the same shit, acting like a retard on his face, acting psycho, except he takes it to the next level. And by the next level, I mean more retarded. Christian York was showing a lot of promise in TNA, seemed really motivated. But then they just take him off TV because I guess he was too good. And they can't have any of that. Oh, you're too good. We'll take you off TV. Fucking retarded ass shit. Seriously, what are they thinking here? This is just, it's dumb. To bring back these guys that you're not going to get a reaction. They're not even popular indie guys. It's not like we're talking about like the Briscoes or, or Davey Richards or some shit like that. No. Or Kevin Steen. These are just fucking jobbers. Jobbers on the indies and jobbers in TNA. It's not even like the elite of the indies. Just fucking bad indie guys that are not even good. They were bad, like Alex Silva. Alex Silva wrestled like shit in the indies. Seen his stuff. Wasn't impressed at all. Was a lousy wrestler there. And is probably going to do the same thing. Christian York, I hope they have him win this tournament. But the thing is, it's like if you get Alex Silva in the Bound for Glory tournament, what kind of sense does this make? They're bringing them back for what? Half of them are not even on TV. Like, where the fuck are their minds at with this shit? Why are you going to bring in guys that no one cares about or have heard of? I understand some people might say, hey, how are you going to make new stars then? Well, for one thing, they could have built them up when they first got them. Now they're just going to say, oh, here's the guys, and they're all going to suddenly be wrestling, and no one's going to give a shit. You're going to hear a pin drop during the fucking match. And then you got the main event. It's Sting and Kurt Angle. They challenge Ace and Eights without a partner. And it's a boring match. A fucking more boring than anything on this card. A long and boring 15, 20-minute match. Super fucking long, dragged out, boring ass match. You know, you got nothing but rest holds and just little cheap fake looking punches and shit. You know, Rock and Roll Express shit that you seen in the fucking 70s. Beat downs, you know, from like NWA old times. It just a really boring tag match beating down the baby faces. And then Abyss comes back out of nowhere, and I am completely underwhelmed by this return. You got people going, Abyss! Finally, I have an excuse to boycott WWE and say TNA's the best. Because Abyss is back. Who gives a fuck? Seriously, the Joseph Park thing was getting entertaining, but then they just got stupid about it. So now I guess they're going to forget all about Joseph Park. It's, you know, here's the thing. Here's the fucking thing about this shit. It's bad enough that Abyss, who was okay a couple of years ago, never was great or anything. He was okay. Never awesome like a lot of people made him out to be. Never like was so great. People compared him to Kane. Some people even said it negatively. He looked too much like Kane. Some people said Mankind, it was a mixture of Mankind and Kane. You know, he used a choke slam and shit like that. He used to, you know, be backstage like hiding his face with his hair and all that. Now he's back. You know, then, you know, so they take the mask off of him and make him Joseph Park. And now he's back to being Abyss again, which is a lot like Kane. Kane had the mask. They took the mask off. Then they put that shit back on. And it was fucking dumb. Because how the hell you go from hiding your face, exposing your face, and then once again hiding your face again? It's just fucking roundabout retardation. Going around in a circle of retardation. It doesn't make any sense. It's stupid. It's dumb. You know, it's cheesy. It's corny. It's like having no production values. It's like, you know, if a character showed up in a movie playing one character and then showing up somewhere else. They use that like in fucking comedies, you know, to get some, you know, laughs. But this isn't a comedy. This is supposed to be, you know, serious wrestling business, and it's dumb. And Abyss isn't even that great, you know. His character was getting stale beyond belief. It looks, you know, very dumb. All these teeth missing on the bottom, you know, and he's making really dumb facial expressions when he comes out. This is like they had a good Abyss, like, you know, when he was in TNA in like 2003, 2004, around that point. But then they fucked them all up and they made him stupid. You know, Janice, a fucking, you know, 2x4, talking to a 2x4 like a goddamn mental patient, but not even a cool, crazy mental patient like Mankind, like a dumb retard that, you know, takes the special bus. So they win the match. I was very underwhelmed by the whole thing. It made me fucking sick to my stomach to see them going back to an old character. You know, they could be moving forward with new characters and new wrestlers and pushing new guys and, you know, taking, you know, newcomers and putting new characters on them and, you know, going to the next level and really making something different about Impact. But instead going back to old stale characters like Abyss. Seriously. Fuck this company already. It's fucking garbage. And to all the motherfuckers that say that this is a good company, what the fuck are you watching? Seriously, I don't even know if you seriously watch the show or you just do it to piss me and the rest of the YWC off that has a brain. All you brainless fucking morons. Boycott WWE, only watch TNA. Why am I gonna boycott something that, you know, is retarded, of course, you know, but I'm gonna boycott something just so I can watch a more retarded show. Sometimes TNA is more retarded, like tonight. The retardation on this show was way more retarded than anything on Raw and SmackDown. Because Raw and SmackDown weren't that bad this week, to be quite honest. There was a lot of material that I enjoyed on that show. On this show, I enjoyed absolutely fucking nothing. You know, and the one match that was getting good was completely ruined by something insanely stupid. Alright, that's enough ranting. You know, what the fuck is next for this company? I'll tell you what. Fucking going out of business. That's where they're gonna go if they do fucking shows like this, you know, more and more. Fuck it.